Seems like we're all ready. Welcome to final pitches of StartupTurbo 2021. We are so excited to hear out to your final pitches. You have done an outstanding job over 2.5 days only. Our juries are looking forward, can't wait to hear out your pitches. To those joining us online, thank you, and I'm sure that you will enjoy as much as all we do inside here. Now, are we excited? Yes. Those that are, lift up your hands. All hands, yes. All hands, we're in the winner champion position. Now let's have a big round of applause for ourselves. Let's go! Let's begin. As usual, it's our responsibility to obey the COVID-19 restrictions. We have to be very responsible. I thank you and I appreciate your responsibilities over these 2.5 days. I will outline them again. Take the distances, keep it closed. Masks, let's have it correctly, up to your nose. Hand sanitizers, use as much as you can. And limited amount of people in each area. This is our, unfortunately, the last agenda. Jury's introduction will be the next. Then we have your exciting final presentations. After that, we have quick article closing of the event. We have, afterwards, the winner announcement. And now, should we networking time for all of us to get to know each other more? How will be the final pitches? 3 to 5 minutes of presentation, and then the rest, 5 to 6 minutes of feedback and questions from our valuable juries.
And now let's start presenting all of our judges. First of all, we have Alfred Bernice. He's the Strategy and General Management Associate Professor at SADE, and he was also in Inditex. Alfred, would you like to present yourself a little bit in less than 1 minute, please?
Okay. It's not working. It's working? Yeah, okay. Thank you for the invitation to be part of the jury. I'm really surprised to meet so many people and so young people, so congratulations for the organization. I am a SADE professor. I started the first social accelerator in Spain 11 years ago. We ran it for 5 years at SADE with many students. Very about sustainability and social impact. Okay? So present my also in that team. Thank you. Good luck.
And next we have Aurelio Red. I think most of you know him, but he can present himself as well.
Yeah, thank you for presentation to the jury and the participants. My name is Aurelio. I graduated from SADE last year. From the BA, Bachelor of Research, Administration.
One of the things she said is true. The dynamic part of myself is more of an artist. I'm also an entrepreneur. I have several companies, but I don't want people to know because then they will laugh because they think I'm rich. And people don't think rich people are funny, so I want to be funny.
Next we have Anna. She's a mentor in Untitled Chapter, and if you want, you can introduce yourself a little bit more.
It's on.
Hello. Okay, I'm in the ecosystem university for 40 years. I found 4 enterprises, one exit, one culture, and 2 are still alive. And mentorship in several incubators. Where else? I invest. I'm an investor in companies, I think. Remember? Yeah, sorry. I'm also a lecturer on entrepreneurship and innovation in USA, Italia, and Canada. And today I'm here with Nicolas. Okay? Goodbye.
Let's go to Nina now. She's from DGM. Would you like to present yourself? I think the microphone is right here. Oh, there's another.
So, I'm Isabel Umi. I'm very proud, by the way. And I'm an entrepreneur. I started 3 companies. With one of them I was so I'm now running them, and it's a very special incubator and accelerator. It's an equity-free program, so it's for free. And we prepare the startups and the entrepreneurs starting incubation to get funded for proceed with our figure capital fund. It's a €50 million fund. We used to invest some 100K for integrated companies and 150 for accelerated companies. So very happy to do work with them.
And last but not least, we have Astrid. She's the founder of Netani.
Thank you. I'm Astrid, and I'm the founder of Netani. I'm a social entrepreneur for 5 years, and I've started 3.5 companies. Coming from Armenia, I'm the example of dreams come true and success is possible, and like everything is possible if you dream and you work hard. Being a woman entrepreneur and not being challenged, it has been a very challenging process. I'm here, and literally 10 years ago, if someone told me I would be sitting here, I wouldn't be here. So it's time to say, Jayo, you can do it, and good luck for the day.
I have to thank again for encouraging and pushing us all the time to decide our global partners, Attica, for providing this amazing space, and the rest. Thanking again our corporate partners, as you can see all of them here. The food that you've been enjoying a lot for these past 2.5 days. Our various sponsors, thank you.
And finally, the prizes. I think you know them already. I'm going to go very quickly. The first prize is to get inside of Untitled Chapter. The second prize is to get full access to founders for 3 years and getting mentorship. And the third prize is to assist a forum of investors alongside Esabela. Also, we have other prizes. If you can go to the next slide. Okay, and then we also have the best team prize, which will gain a pack of books from my editorial. Then we have the best presentation, best visual presentation, and then the best game. And finally, to the third winner, like the first 3 winners, we'll give them a coupon of books so that you can create your own websites for free, having a premium website for free for a year. Any type of website. So, first group, I think it's your turn to come up to the stage and present your amazing
Organizing adoption events in public spaces could be, for example, at Plaza Catalunya. Then, regarding our product strategy, we want to generate a lot of traffic at the beginning, which is why we are encouraging people to adopt us by giving them future discounts for other services and products that we're offering. Then also, if we're assuming that we're going to be successful and that we're growing, we have either geographical expansion, but since we're going to be at first not having our own products, we're going to be doing that through Amazon. We're thinking about having our own product line in case we become very successful. Alright, for funding, we are asking for around 108,000 euros, which you can see will be mainly for building the infrastructure, developing the app and the website, which is very important, and obviously also promote the platform, and for the salaries. And last but not least, we have heard about the importance of social responsibility for us, which is why we're going to devote 5% of our profits to improve the current situation of pet shelters. So this is the end of our presentation, and if you have any questions, we would be pleased to answer them.
Can I make a question? If you do that, then if you find you would benchmark it because it exists. What are you? Yeah.
What do you mean exactly?
I mean, yeah. Okay.
The thing is, if you have you do a good research of the competition, done with the first.
Yeah, we did.
Are you sure?
Yeah, like our idea is we're providing everything through the entire lifetime of your pet. So like what we have found out that there's, obviously you can buy food online, but you don't have everything at once, which is our goal. So like whatever question, whatever need you have for your pets, you go to our platform and you have everything answered. And we have found that there's obviously a lot of competition, but it's all very spread out and very in particular most of it.
It's a B2C. It's a B2C company, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you thinking in a B2B? And this marketplace also be a B2B company, I mean, for vets?
I mean, our idea is to link clients to all the different needs that we have. So it's more B2C in our opinion.
And another thing that is, I'm not agree with is, can you go to the part of funding? You're going to spend more in salaries instead of
So I feel like our competitive advantage is that we can create a community with all the people, and that we have. I mean, you can find all these services individually online, but like it takes a lot of time, but it's inconvenient. And if you have everything on one platform, that simplifies the whole process. And I think our competitive advantage is simplicity. So having all these platforms in one, that's our competitive advantage.
I invite you, I was doing, my research, Fundarai. No? Okay, Fundarai is the biggest company of a tech ecosystem, okay? They have tech clicks, and they have 8,000 products. Also, they have Oferta.es, the first big shopping. I mean, this is the biggest hub, I can say, of startups involving, the tech ecosystem. Okay?
Do they offer the lowest and top?
They offer everything. They offer everything. After 10 years, they have around 5 companies. Okay? The thing that I want to know, I want to transmit you is that it's really important to do a really good benchmarking. This is one of the most important things. Okay, before launching a startup, before spending time, money, and effort. Okay, this is one of the most important things that you have to do. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Anna and Nina. Thank you, Team 1.
Now, let's welcome group number 2 to come to the stage. A big round of applause.
Hello everyone, my name is StartupTurbo. We are adding the blog. Okay, this is my team. We have here the programmers, Landby, entrepreneurship, we have Boom and Marcus, and the designer is Mohamed. Okay, so currently, banks and hedge funds start to offering financing products within cryptocurrency. Okay, the cryptocurrency industry. These financing products that they offer are Bitcoin farm, and they only trade with them. Okay. It's not working in the presentation. Okay, yeah. The problem with the financial products, okay, is the high risk, the high volatility that they have, and the massive consume, and the massive protection that they have to the global warming. Just a quick example. According to the BBC, okay, Bitcoin consume more energy than Argentina. So you can, yeah. So now I'm gonna let my partner Marcus explain more our solution to this problem.
Yeah, thank you very much. Since this slide, please. I think it doesn't work.
AI in the block proposes a solution. We are a software company. We perform a platform where the end goal is to reduce this volatility in the coin and make everything more sustainable for the environment. Okay, so the question is, how are we going to do such complex tasks? First of all, let's tackle the two main problems, sustainability and volatility. In the first case, sustainability. Bitcoin is a coin that utilizes a system called proof of work, mining, in other words, which probably you've heard about. The difference between AI in the block and these funds is that we don't operate cryptocurrencies that utilize this system. We utilize cryptocurrencies that use another system named proof of stake. This system is immensely more cost and energy efficient. And for example, in the case of Tezos, the consumption in electricity would be, compared to mining 1 Bitcoin, 12 million times less. So it's a lot more efficient and it's very good for our environment in comparison to Bitcoin. Yes, and now we have to tackle the problem of the volatility as well. How are we going to do this? AI in the block provides an AI software platform which is going to minimize the risk of investing in cryptocurrencies to a minimum. The question is, how are we going to do this? And the answer is in the actual meaning of what proof of stake actually is. Proof of stake means that when a person carries out a transaction, there is someone that is validating this transaction and is earning money for it. In other words, a middleman. What do you promise? Sir. Okay. So what our AI does is, in case of the horrible scenario of a market crash, which is very probable in cryptocurrency market, what the actual meaning of a huge sellout includes many transactions. Therefore, as the market value of the coin decreases, and we're losing in that way, we're also making money because the amount of transactions is increasing. And therefore, what our AI does is determine the breaking point between where we are actually losing money, between the actual market value loss and when we are winning money because of these increased transactions. So, at the point where there is less than 0.5% profit, there is like a fuse, a break, that automatically converts this cryptocurrency into fiat currency, eliminating the risk of volatility. What sets us apart from our competitors? Our competitors would be, for example, general brokers. General brokers don't offer any security, as you have to do the investments by yourself, and they also don't offer normal staking pools. Now, you can find brokers like Binance which do offer these staking pools, but there's no security because you have to be an expert to invest in them. And in the case of Bitcoin funds, as we were talking before, the sustainability is extremely low. Now, the potential market capitalization of cryptocurrency in general has been nothing but increasing in the recent years. As well as this, the cryptocurrencies that use the technology that we have talked about, this proof of stake, is also increasing exponentially. So now, if you look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies, we may find many numerous coins, like for example Cardano, Stellar, or Tether that use this technology. Now, the daily transactions, which is what this system gets the money from, are also in huge numbers. Let's say, for example, Stellar Lumen utilizes the system, and there are 3.5 million transactions a day in comparison with Bitcoin that doesn't use the system. Our business model is making money through the transaction fees, like a traditional broker, and having a fee of the profits of these staking rewards that the people receive. How are we going to, what do we need for funding? Obviously 50% of the funding is going towards the AI, which is the most complex system. 20% is going to be towards the legal issue. We have to classify ourselves legally in Spain as a brokerage, as we got counseling from a lawyer. Talent, we also have to hire a team to produce everything, the platform, so that's going to be 15%. And 15% is going to go towards the general infrastructure of the whole software and platform. Oh, sorry. Okay. And okay. And the milestones that our company aims to achieve is initially forming the legal structure of the company, as is obvious, proceeding with the insurance, which is essential for brokers. After that, we have to form the programmer team, which is going to be able to create this AI and this algorithm. After that, we have to test this algorithm to ensure it works before releasing it to the public. And finally, we have to utilize the funding that we receive in the round. Thank you very much.
Well, Kirsty, thanks for your presentation. I do have one that we somehow stress on the weekend, which is based on the risk of the underlying asset and what it does. Meaning, if I think I'm the portfolio manager of an investment fund, say you found a common sector, I trust your algorithm because I know it's going to prevent my losses in case of loss itself. And maybe it's going to be compensated for transaction fees, so the percentage of validation return. It doesn't make sense, in a way, if I stop having confidence and trust in the underlying asset, not you as a company, I will no longer have willingness to invest in you guys. Even if I trust you, I will not trust the actual underlying asset. So how do you think we cope with that risk?
Okay, so basically, what we're talking is about a loss of confidence. If there's a loss in confidence, it's going to mean that people, like you said, is going to opt out of the system, therefore selling the currency. If there's loss in selling the currency, transaction levels are going to increase. This means that the actual mentality and safety of the people that are still inside the block is going to be reinforced because there are more transactions by people selling, which is going to help them to actually stay in the system as they're getting more profits from it.
Correct. And that will mitigate an answer risk. But still, do I want to have my money within a platform that still invests in something that I have no trust in? Or would I opt out also of the valuation monetization side of the company? Did I make that clear?
So you're referring to the trust in the general cryptocurrency or in this system of cryptocurrency?
Well, yours, if I lose the trust in the cryptocurrency market and you're operating in that space, even if you mitigate the risks, I'm going to offer the company and then you're going to have big loss of customers. How can you go with that risk?
With the loss of customers due to this decrease? Well, it's basically going to mean that we're going to provide better benefits for the customers that we have. If there's a lot of customer outflow, again, this is going to mean that there are going to be better profits for the customers that are actually on the company. So therefore, this is going to be the mindset of customers that are still there. This will obviously depend on the volume and market capitalization of the actual company and the people that are inside the fund.
Yes, sir. As a major cryptocurrency broker,
We do not like to classify ourselves as a broker. We classify ourselves, well, legal we are. We would be, because in order to...
I'm really sure you're going to be.
Yeah.
I'm legally a mother, but I feel good. But I still, I'm going to be just a mother.
Yeah, legally it is a broker, but what we try and do is try to target the audience that actually invests in these funds.
And how does being a broker helps to the mining, the energy? Because you're still going to be working with Bitcoin, right?
No, we're not, because Bitcoin
You don't want to work with Bitcoin.
No, because Bitcoin uses a different technology to the coins that we use. The coins that we use, for example, Cardano, you cannot mine them. And because you cannot mine
You
them...
only work with coins that centrally mined.
Yes, that utilize the proof of stake.
What's the market in those coins?
The market in those coins is also, if you look at the 10 top 10 cryptocurrencies, there are numerous coins that use this level, and the market capitalization is in many billions, and it's increasing every year.
I also feel like it's important to say that a lot of coins...
For the video.
I also feel like it's important to say that a lot of coins are now changing to proof of stake. And Bitcoin, although it's not one of these coins, is feeling the pressure of other coins that were before power of work are now changing into power of stake.
One question. What's your profile? Your profile. Which of you, I mean?
Our profile.
Yeah, meaning, are you business or are you...
Oh, their business? Okay. Marcus Cuadro and...
Everybody's business, yeah.
Marcus Cuadro is our business. Moha is a psychologist, and they and me are program
you know that you can get as many advisors as you want, and you will find many people willing to help for money. Just for the way of doing something to society. So, and you have time to understand everything and we have many people to help for money.
Thank you, Nina. All right. Thank you, Team 2.
Team 3, are you ready? Let's give a big round of applause for Team 3. Guys, I couldn't hear you. A big round of applause, come on!
Have you ever found yourself in the situation where you had to redo a medical exam, trying to get a second opinion because you did not have your own medical report? This is because personal medical reports are decentralized and fragmented, which is very money and time consuming because you end up doing the same medical exams all over again. The current solutions are not working because the companies focus themselves on trying to change the market itself. And there was also a conflict of interest between insurance, private providers, and public hospitals in a monetary and political way. How can we solve this? We will centralize individual health records by only focusing on the person itself, so they will have all of their medical information on the go. Meaning this will enhance the interoperability between all of the different medical entities. At Medigo, we will store and organize medical records for free. We give the possibility to share your insights with the pharmaceutical industry as you pursue research. And you can get customized health recommendations. How will we work? We will be a cloud-based company which uses the blockchain technology in order to avoid, to minimize the risk, of course. And we will have an API for easy integration to our key partners, meaning the insurance companies, clients individually, who are independent from an insurance company. So the person itself will be our user or end user. The business model we have is that we'll have a yearly subscription for independent users, which will include the health recommendations, will be tailored for yourself. And then you'll have a yearly paid API access for the insurance company, so they can very easily implement to their existing systems, which we do not aim to change. There will also be the optional paid participation. So our users can get paid if they decide to share their information with the pharmaceutical entities. Our go-to-market strategy will be to target individual clients with marketing, of course, and directly selling the API access to the insurance company. Our competitors right now are indirect competitors because Grupo Informatica Medica is the leading software provider for public and private sector in the medical industry. Savannah only recreates all of the medical literature and shares it for our research purposes. And Dropbox, you put it yourself in all of your storage. But we will not only store it, we will organize it, and we will standardize all of the files you get. So this way, when you have to send it to whoever you want in the medical area, you can do it, and they can receive it, and they can open it. The market. For now, for 2019, there were 10.3 million policyholders in Spain, and 38% of them said they were very willing to have an online record option. The EHR market, meaning the electronic health record market, is projected to reach the 18 billion mark by 2026, and it's actually right now at 10.5 billion, so that's multiplying over by 2. Our team right now has different assets, as you can see, but we are aware that we will need business developers, software developers, and legal and business consultants. Funding. We will need over 350 euros to develop and launch. Our exit strategy is to sell it to the European Union, as last month they published the directive and the official guidelines to try to establish a system for the whole European Union for medical information sharing. So, choose Medico to make your life easier.
Well, congratulations, very nice presentation. I am really astonished for the level of all the groups. So, congratulations also to the best and the previous. Yes, one quick question. For me, it's not clear, Maria or another one member of the group, how you will arrive to the customer, to the patients, to the clients, because the insurers are the ones who have information. Thank you. Thank you, Giovanna.
So we want to invest in marketing campaigns. For the personal, single individual, we are going, for example, in social media, targeting them with this appealing option of being paid for sharing their personal medical information, of course, anonymized. So they get this will of being paid, because everyone loves to be paid. And when we offer our API system to the insurance, we are facilitating them the task of having this system to operate all these EHR model. And by doing so, we incorporate all these insurance clients into our system. So because the amount paid is different, the insurance has 300,000 clients or 1 million, the price is different. So this is how we are going to operate in a first level.
I have a question. Have you taken into account the consequences of verification information with insurance companies? Because if the person is in a vulnerable place, it can be easily taken advantage of from a more strong counterpart.
Okay, so we are not sharing information with the insurance. We only are providing to the insurance the service for their clients to centralize the
users. So in this way, the client, the user, will always have the decision, the power of decision to what and to whom share his information, because we think that it's not very ethical for to share the information, especially with insurance, because it will end in a conflict of interest, because the client maybe doesn't want to share their history because the insurance won't pay for them.
I also would like to know the legal problem of sharing this sensitive data, but there's also a problem with the problem of the different program users for the different information. Did you solve that problem of putting together different protocols of information?
The aim of medical is like, we know that in pharmaceutical and medical industry, they different formats like SAP, and medical wants to standardize these different formats in order to make this a bit legible for the normal users.
But then there's different because one thing is teaching all the different medical institutes or everything to use one same protocol, which they don't. Already in the same building, they use different protocols. So how are you going to make them all use the same protocol inside the building and then teaching them and then sharing the information between them to you?
Okay, so there is the International Health Committee of Unifying Terminology that is has a standard for unified
for legal, not for the information. If you want an X-ray or you want results of DNA analysis or something like that, there are different protocols and different informatic information.
The thing is that the information, the historical record, will be decentralized in the blockchain. And like this, there is no one that has the information. And if the client wants to share his personal information, then in the moment when we do the transaction and we could say we unify the information.
I'm not sure I'm doing the right question or you're understanding me. Say I have a picture of my chest, and then I have the results of my DNA test, and then I have the results of another kind of test. We see our work in different platforms, different protocols of information. How do you put them together so I can read from the same page, this is like that, all my information? Because I understand the cryptocurrency protects where the information comes from, but not the information itself, because you cannot transform my X-ray into a cryptocurrency.
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's not a cryptocurrency. But the thing is that what we want to do, there are many standards and many file formats. For example, it's not the same format for cryptography that for RNA. I think that you are speaking about that, no?
Yeah, because say I want my information by myself, but then I have to send it to my doctor. So how do I do that? Because my doctor has your software also. Do we have the same software?
So, there are some committees that are wanting to standardize this, and because it's mostly public administration and it's very
cheap.
What we want to do and provide is we could say a translator for the different standards, and we can translate in both ways, for the standard to our standard and also from our standard to their standard. And there is for example, one competitor is Savannah. They are already doing that. They are already translating all the standards to their standards for scientific purpose.
Last question? Yeah.
Very quick,
because you mentioned Savannah, I know quite well Savannah, okay? And they know that they run the company since
rights in terms of sharing and in terms of society. Because it's the public and the private, and I think we are the world is not yet ready, okay, to share, because you are changing the rules. It's like a game changer, and this is quite difficult. But honestly, I love reading. For me, it's amazing. The medical knowledge is one of the things that I wish I could one day.
Just the information is not, it does not come from the insurance side, it's the user, the person like him, that is uploading, like it's asking the insurance or his doctor or the hospital for the information. So we are not asking the public hospital, the clinics to give to us information, but it's the guy himself or herself, because that's the law that we ask. And the medical, the application is the platform, we just store and organize it automatically. And the advantage is that, well, they can have these standardized formats, so the many formats, not lose themselves. And also, what's really important is that the sharing of information is not the application that shares, because we ask them. These are like I can do with research centers that always ask, we need some people to conduct research on how the brain works. And you pay $100 per person. So that's the thing, that the person who is sharing information about their heart conditions, and then you pay €100, and you say, okay, I'm interested, I want €100, and I'm willing to share information.
The user, like a Wikipedia of medical health. Yeah.
Very quickly, I think we're during the debate, but we should move forward to the next.
Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, we're the Michael team, and we got a question for all of you. Please, public, be honest. Raise your hand if you haven't been with your friends and didn't have a plan. If you have been with your friends and didn't have a plan. Yeah. Perfect. That's what we're expecting. The problem we've seen is that society has plenty of difficulties to socialize. And because of COVID, this situation has got worse for all the ages. We've found a couple of apps that are similar to our idea, but they try to put together different people and pretend they will become friends. We're going to solve this problem by providing a tool to connect two groups of friends by allowing them to plan together. It can be done in a bar, at the street, or in a house.
will have 4 main elements: the profile, the plans, the activity, and the chat. In profile, we add some reviews to give the experience a little bit more authentic. Because there you will check the other plans daily. In the plans, you will create a plan with your friends, and the other users will choose the one they like the most. And they will add to your plan by sending your request to assist. Here, you will have other requests to your plan. You will choose the group you think you have more things in common with. When you accept the group, it will open a group, a chat with all the participants.
Thank you, Carlos. Alright, so how are we going to monetize this? We based our monetizing with publicity, partnerships, and branding. So we can do partnership with Logo or from apps, for example, with discounts to the entrance, with Straight-Up, Barcelona, and well, then we have the current version and the free version. Alright, so how we go to the market? We go to the market attracting the customers. We got we do strategies, and we thought the strategies were influencers, word of mouth, and Facebook ads. We think that we are young people, very sociable, and we think that we have contacts, so with influencers and with the word of mouth, we think that we have strength here. Then how are we going to retain these customers or these clients, these users? We will do with ambassadors, we will post in plans constantly. Then we got promotions, and we will create giveaways. Alright, so we saw that Tinder and Shopify were here in Spain the most competitive apps. But the difference is that, for example, Tinder, it's for the day for dating, not for socialize. And if you got Tinder, maybe you want to socialize with your couple, and if you got Tinder, it's weird. And maybe your couple is good. But with our ATV, that we will not happen. Because you can go with your couple and meet with other people and go to the bar and take a coffee or enjoy the plan. Then Shopify, it's another ATV that makes us a competition, but it's individually. So you arrive there individually, you can go with your friends, but it's like sharing plans, and you add to the plan, but it's different, it's individual. Our differentiation is that we have like one group that we're with friends, we create a group, and we want to hang out with another group, and we join these groups. Okay, so we want to first the budget. We will be at the first, so 2, 3, 4 years old, and we will try to escalate to people to 50, but at the end, at the first, we will focus on target. Then we will focus first in Barcelona, to write all the public in Barcelona, and to try to catch all the customers there. Then we will try to escalate to all the national level. And at the end, we will try to go to international market. Alright, so we want to say that this APP is developing right now. It's not finished, it's in process. And this is the team. It's Santi, it's a shame that he can't be here today. Then it's Costa, Víctor Costa, Carlos Marroquín, and I, José Mentuil, we are the entrepreneurs. And then Franco, that is the designer. Alright, the funding we think that we would need. First, we think that we will attach 90K of users as the first year. We had the investment of 110K. Then we think that the most important thing is marketing, but development is also very constant, because there will be a lot of traffic and a lot of Well, thank you for your attention, and maybe it's a little bit risky, but I want to ask you if now that you know the EPP, if you would use this situation, and thank you very much.
I know you guys, I don't want to give any further opinion about it. But very important that I have not seen in many groups is you're giving a milestone that you want to reach with the funds. And that's super important, and we would not seen it. It's, hey, I want 150K to achieve what? Some users, some MRR, some whatever. Good. Nice.
Thank you very much.
Quick question. Can you USB? The USB, it's really easy to copy this, and I want to know what's USB, what is your value?
We value this.
No, okay, project.
Well, we value the project.
Yeah.
Well, we will do it, but we are trying to do it. Like, we will do it now.
No, the USB, what is your unit selling proposition? What is it?
What makes you special?
Different. Why I have to download my copy?
What? Sorry.
Our English is...
Why? You choose something.
Instead of C, instead of coffee house, instead of may have two doctors of and they are doing something similar with, I don't know, like all the time with, I'm talking people of Colombia or South Africa and say, what is the answer? I know, by Instagram or by blah, blah. So it's your, selling position. Yeah.
Perhaps because people is talking on the internet.
Alright, so we think that our EVP is different because it's for people, for groups.
But there are many apps for groups also. Say, I want to play soccer in Barcelona, there's many groups, many apps that make that possible. Right?
What?
Facebook.
Facebook is a social.
Well, that is a social app, right? And the difference between Tinder and that one is that you use Tinder for playing soccer and they just specify if you're looking for sex. Sorry,
Our application is not a dating, it's just to make new friends.
This one is just to make new friends. But then the name is kind of taking you to drinking, right?
Well,
because there's a problem with the name, which is important. And my computers really specify what is the app for. So I will work on the naming if
the name, it seems to be in the night, but you always can do time in the day or morning, whatever you want. And I don't know you, but in all my computers, I don't get.
What I'm saying is, right now, with the situation right now, it's more of a daytime than nighttime.
Yeah.
And I'm struggling, which is different, to get couples or trying to just playing soccer or getting together with groups. And I do like the idea of making groups together, which is different than making single people together. I really think we need a different naming approach and different something special that she mentioned, something that makes you do something different that you cannot do in a Facebook group, because what Facebook gives you is social, it's like that one, but it makes you specify what exactly you want to do, whom do you want to do it with.
So our MVP, we think that it's different for a social group because with this there's an APP just for these things, for go with plans, for do whatever. You don't have to be Pompeo. Maybe at the first time, the client would be Pompeo persons, but then we will expand. And we think that if
you want to focus on Pompeo at the beginning, just drinking and going on.
Not Pompeo, but just like, for example, go to the bar at 4 in the afternoon and make a coffee. It's valid, but not for go to soccer team. No, not for paddle.
Not for sports.
Exactly. We will try to do this for socialize, like for hang out with friends and to meet new people in this, like in this, how do you say, office,
free time. Yeah, with your free time and hang out with friends, like in the bars. You don't have to be in the house to compare. And then we will escalate it. When we have this type of clients, then we will escalate it and we will put other soccer, because we think that if we have everything, it's not going to be, that's full of
First you're going to focus on that, and then you'll straight to...
Yeah, exactly.
Understood. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Next is up. No more. And the jury as well. Please try to stick to your 5 minutes as well. Thank you very much.
I didn't know that was 5 minutes.
No worries. You have the timer right here. Here.
How many of you? How many of you have you?
Sorry. How many of you have you ever feel lost when applying in an internship process? And fears? Is it really difficult to find them? Software developers. We have identified two main problems. The first one, corporate firms find it really difficult to hire corporate software developers, and they spend a lot of amount of resources and time. $4,000 for every single hire. I mean, that's too much. And they even not fulfill their needs. And on the other hand, the second problem, undergraduates. They feel frustrated every time they apply in an internship program because it's really difficult to understand what firms are actually looking for. So current solutions don't work. They are decentralized and they do not place focus on the actual needs and the actual target, that is users instead of companies.
So Chapter, it is an end-to-end centralized online platform that offers to both parts, companies and undergraduate software developers, job positions and all the recruitment process. Also, managers have a fundamental position because they help users to develop and to adapt their profile to the needs the company may have by giving them constant feedback. And finally, there is an in-house evaluation process with back-end, front-end, and full-stack developers who are a group of experts who detect skills which are necessary for the firm and very important to a challenge, which is something that has never seen before in any recruitment process, and it is a problem. So the go-to market. So first, we approach B2C because in order to get the users to our platform, which are going to be the potential people who are going to apply in that job position. We may do that, for example, with partnerships with universities to reach that amount. Then once that is achieved, we go to our B2B markets such as big corporation, as we have already mentioned, Amazon, Apple, Vodafone, etc.
Good news is potential market. We have potential market. Industry revenues are really high, and also there's an increasing demand on these software developers, and also a lot of new students are being enrolled in these kind of programs this year, and the provisions are positive. In Spain, precisely, 100K number of undergraduate software developers.
So our competitors, what's already on the market doesn't focus on a specific field as we do, which are the undergraduate software developers. Nowadays, there is a growing tendency in hiring them. That's why we offer a platform that creates a personalized approach to the users in order to override that kind of lack of information and transparency. We may also have suffered in any recruitment process.
And the key question, how we will make money? Well, at first, since we want to generate demand, we will be free. We'll provide a free service. But then, once we have scale, we will sell this service to big corporations that can either pay or hire or subscribe. Undergraduates will have a free access to the platform, and they could pay a premium account for receive this mentoring. And we will need funds to achieve it. Well, 150K for a 12-month runway, dedicated more or less like that. This is our team.
Basically, this is our team, and we are a group of entrepreneurs that we fully believe in our idea, are really committed. And why we will win, we think this is going to make a huge impact in the recruitment market. And we hope you like our idea as much as we do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ana, Andrea, Carla, Luis, Miguel, Natalia. Very nice presentation. Congratulations. Quick question. You mentioned at the very beginning about the mentors. I don't understand clearly what is the role of mentors, please.
So the mentors will be accessory, and they will always be there, accessible to the students that are in the platform for help, and they will be there to help students improve their profile. And they will also be the point that connects the needs of the company and gives that information to the students so that they can include the experiences and the skills that they have that best adapt to those needs of the company.
And they are going to be volunteers? No? You're going to pay them?
Yeah.
Microphone. Always.
No, it's a great service, of course. Well, actually, as we mentioned, students have free access for this platform, but they pay precisely for this premium membership.
Okay.
Arriba. I want to congratulate you. So, from my point of view, there's a lot of mentors in every area you are touching, but it's so necessary and it's so good. And we're so many so much unemployment and COVID, etc. So I congratulate you. I have to say that there are many ways to qualify developers. We invest now in a company that will have to hackathons, but in your case, that you go interns, the undergraduate ones. Many lessons of 3 days or 3 weeks just to the mindset of the company or of the startup that is probably the way to do stuff is enough. And what happens now is that the companies don't find interns. It's very difficult. And I also think that they should open other verticals. And there is competition. But we have so many talented people there that just don't have the possibility to find work to start working. The impact is unlimited.
Well, in my opinion, I completely agree. And personally, I find it in my field that I'm not a software developer, but we decided to split startups on one niche so that firstly we specify more. But of course, we would love to do that to increase vertical.
Yeah, I'm glad, and I do agree with you. Nonetheless, I've talked to the guys at TriCircular. I've talked to the guys at Topi that do a similar thing, but with experienced software developers. And the reason why they are verticalized at the very beginning is because they believe it's easier to capture a strong market, differentiate themselves, and then expand other verticals. Because if you try to face all the verticals at the very beginning, you lose focus and you spend a lot of money on acquiring that B2C side without actually getting traction. So, I mean, I agree, but I do think it does make sense that you need to be focusing on such a niche variable. Maybe not just interns.
Just one minute. There's one website that is called Make Advisor. Okay, we are just integrating this, this platform in Article, in first edition, and it's going quite well. So I think you can copy it because the thing is to copy and the good things, and that's it. Okay.
Try not to spread too much between each presentation so we can read the time. Thank you.
For everybody, the ones that are not talking, you did it very well, because it's the hardest part to stand there and not to talk.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for coming. We are on event. Since the first industrial revolution, a golden rule has never changed. Manufacturing companies cannot afford accident breakdowns of their machines. But what is happening in reality? Last year, 82% of the companies have reported problems with downtime, and 72% of them have said achieving zero downtime as a top priority. Why? An hour of downtime can cost the companies up to $260,000 depending on the size of the company. And all of this due to obsolete maintenance practices. Luckily, in the market, we have a wonderful solution called predictive maintenance. Early adopters has reported a 75% reduction in the frequency of downtime, and 95% of companies have already achieved positive results, saving up to 30% of maintenance costs. But here comes the problem. If the technology is so great, why does not every plant implement it? Because small and medium-sized manufacturing companies cannot benefit the predictive maintenance solutions due to market restraints such as high upfront investment needed to train the artificial intelligence model. And here comes events. We aim to democratize the value of predictive maintenance to improve the performance of the machines and create a more sustainable growth for our clients and users.
So let's walk us through our solution. We are developing a software cloud-based using artificial intelligence to make our predictions. We are and also a dashboard to show our data. We are also developing our sensors using Internet of Things. So what these sensors make, they monitor all they monitor the behavior of the machines, and they send the data into our software. So the advantages of our technology are many. One of them are the low cost of our production, the flexibility and the customization, and also the easy scalability. For taking an example, we can see that companies are growing exponentially because of the need of delivery and because of the pandemic. So we can see that we can apply our solution in this area. And the best part of this is that we are making it possible because we are working now developing our prototype.
Yes, okay. And why this is such a big issue? So we made our research and we observed that this is one of the fast growing markets. In this case, there's a prediction that in 2027, the market will increase its size in $20 billion. And that means that there's a CAGR of 15.4%. But with that being said, let's stick to our true question. And it was how do we democratize our solution to small and medium-sized companies? For it, we are showing the diagram for our business plan. In this case, what we are doing is first we are developing the software, then we are creating a partnership with an integrated distribution partner, and what we are doing is that we are implementing our software in the machines that machines provider will later on sell to the manufacturing plants. And after that, there is also a support service that is done throughout workers from machine providers directly to the manufacturing plants, and we are giving the machine providers advice on how to do this support. And this is basically all because what we found out was that in that way we can achieve cheaper acquisition price. And to earn our profits, what we're doing is that we are doing a subscription fee. We don't know the amount yet, but it's going to be about 35% roughly on the machine providers. 30%. Okay. To do so, we created our go-to-market strategy. It's basically we started already developing our software, and we are are garnishing, as we said before, just to control data and to train our models. And we will be training the workforce from the providers. And the end is the distributors will implement the solution that we mentioned before for the final users. This is meant to be in 2022, the final. And this is our first financial forecast. We are asking for 170,000 for seed investment, basically in personnel for creating the artificial intelligence mechanisms. And we forecasted that we would recover that in the second quarter of the fourth year. With that being said, we've done that about our team. We are a interdisciplinary team where half of us work on the engineering or the software development field, while the other ones are more specialized in economics, statistics, and business fields. And that, in addition, in our experience in Industry 4.0, B2B marketing, and private equity, we think that we can face the challenges that may appear in the future. With that being said, we are Newman. We empower our clients and users to stable for 4.0 solutions. And if you have any questions, you can ask now. You can contact us in the webpage or an email. And if you want to see our prototype, we will be glad to show it to you.
This is a very niche market, very optimized. In maintenance-wise, the big players, ISS, they have revenue of 700 million, and they only have 3% of the market. So targeting about the element that is technology, I think makes complete sense. And you guys did a great job for everything. So congratulations from my side. Okay?
Yeah, very interesting solution. Not only the also level of maintenance practice, but I have been working in the textile industry for a while. And right now in textile and other companies, the main problem is not only the maintenance, and I don't know if the sensor can do that, but also the efficiency use of energy and water. So all machines are very efficient using energy and water. So if the sensor can detect that, immediately it will give the companies idea to change the machine or something like that. So also, if you are able to measure that, it will be very, very interesting for many small and medium companies. Congratulations.
So one part of the strategy is that you're trying to make machines to last longer, but you also want to partner with the people who sell the machines and don't want them to last so long. What do you think about that?
No, the thing is that they want to sell these big machines for industries. These machines are repaired by the operators of the industry. No, they don't want to sell the machines. So yeah,
but you want to implement your software with the one who sells the machines.
Yeah, but they don't care if the machine lasts longer, because usually they don't repair the machine. The one who repairs the machine is the mechanics operator from.
But they want to sell the new machine.
Yeah. No, with this software they'll be able to say, we have this new machine with this software, and then you're.
It's not effective. So it also helps to the company who sells the machine to know how it is working and to upgrade it somehow.
But creating maintenance doesn't mean that the machine is going to, like, if it fails, then the machine is not going back to the manufacturer. There is someone who's going to repair. So with our software, we say the machine is going to fail here and at this moment of time.
Who's making money with the repair? You're against those.
Yeah, but the gains from the manufacturer of the machine is that they'll be able to sell more machines because they have these other machines.
Yeah, it's not valid for the machine providers.
One question. Paula, do we have time for a product demo? Or do we have time for a product demo?
Yeah, we will.
Okay, guys, you have 1 minute to answer each question with maybe showing him the functionalities of the platform.
Here you have maybe like this would be the sensor, this is the functional sensor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just connect it to the battery and then it will send data to the backend and to the software.
Yeah.
And then we also have, I don't know if we could show it, but we have a dashboard on our website that they
can see that we saw already.
Yeah, but maybe not 100%, right? So maybe
Okay, well, you can check our website and you'll see something there. Okay, Nimen.tech, and here you have the website, and there is a login bar. That the user, the final user, will log in from here, and they log in. Well,
my question was, you're very clear about what you're going to do for the enterprise, for the machine, for the selling, but there's always an enemy who's not going to be so happy about that idea, who's usually the one who repairs the machine, or the one who sells the pieces to the repair, who's usually official repairing, saying, I have a laundry in my house, which is boss, and boss doesn't want my laundry to last forever, he wants to become obsolete somehow. If you make that last longer, it's not good for boss or for the people who provide the business for boss.
Right answer. Yeah, we thought about that, and what we found out was that what we are, our solution is reducing the cost of contracting specific workers for looking after the machine. So this has nothing to do about the machine provider. In fact, we are not reducing the lifetime of the machine or increasing the lifetime of the machine. What we're doing is that we are reducing the costs that are related with the time contracting someone to work on, find out where is that mistake.
So something is going to happen anyways, it's going to happen faster with you.
I'm acting.
Something that is meant to happen, it's going to happen faster and better with you. Right? Like repairing a machine. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hello. Everyone, and Untitled Chapter. We appreciate that you are here with us and able to support us. So anyway, I'm Nick.
I'm Julia.
Well, we are the spokespeople for our group, and I would like to present Dreamo, more than just a dream. So, what is the problem? The problem we were able to identify is people that are in the middle of their life are realizing that they didn't pursue and neglected all the dreams and desires they had. Well, not all of them, but they neglected the dreams and desires they had for their whole life. So they don't pursue them. And the question is why? So we were able to conduct a survey in which we found three main reasons. And this is a lack of motivation, a lack of time, and a lack of knowledge. Currently in the market, what people are offering is a way to make a bucket list of all the things you want to do in your life and the things that you're motivated towards doing. And it also gives you suggestions of where you can make these things happen. However, what is missing is the personal touch. The coach that leads you through it, the coach that helps you go through the whole process. And that is where we come in.
So we will be creating an engaging platform, which will first be in the form of a website and then in the form of an app, which basically push you towards achieving your dreams and ambitions. And we will do that through motivational techniques such as creating podcasts, articles, stories, and much more. And what will happen is when a customer downloads the app, they will first create their bucket list based upon a extensive library that will offer with suggestions. And then with each bucket list item, we will ask them why, with whom, and where will you fulfill this bucket list item in order to motivate them further. We will then link the customer with the activity providers in order to help them fulfill their dream. And then lastly, we will help them join our community and help them create groups so that they can do these activities together.
Alright, so really quickly, in order to have some kind of idea of customer validation and see if the market would require this, we conducted a survey in the last 2 days and found 174 responses. And well, these are the results, and I would just like to highlight the fact that 90 people gave us their email asking to be reminded when the app is available to download. So this really just shows that there's a possibility that the market would really enjoy something like this. So now really quickly to the business model. So the business model is highlighted with 3 main aspects. We have selling metadata. The app is able to collect a lot of really valuable information that you could sell to a lot of businesses about people's preferences, people's interests, people's hobbies, and all of this is paramount to these businesses because you can use this in many other industries, right? So there's a lot of potential to sell this kind of information. Furthermore, through commissions. So we're providing a platform that identifies activities you want to do in your life, such as skydiving. You would partner with the businesses that give you these experiences, and we would receive a commission. We actually tested this in the last days by calling 3 companies and asking if they'd be willing to work with such a thing. A sailing company, a surf school, and well, they gave us these percentages of commission, so we know that there's an interest, right? Now, the third option would be through premium subscriptions. You offer even more tools, and the coaching aspect, you make it even more tools. You have the free app, and then you have the premium app where you get full exposure to everything. Obviously, you would have a free premium time.
So how do we acquire customers? What we'll do, we will try to use our social media platforms through Instagram, Facebook, and we'll also use influencers to target our consumers. Then we will use our partners. We will ask them, can you advocate for us because it will also benefit them. And lastly, we will use our network. We will ask our consumers to share this app with their friends and give them in exchange, we will give them a reward in return.
Right, so...
So, if we look at competitors, then we have Student and iWish, which are more simple. They scratch the surface and they help you to create a bucket list with suggestions. However, Kahoot, on the other hand, is more advanced, and they have more features that we will be offering as well. However, they are missing partnerships with activity providers and coaching. What's important to know about Woofly is that they are situated in India and currently have a net worth of 1 million. Therefore, it shows the potential that we have reached in Barcelona.
Okay, so when it comes to funding, we would like to raise around 150,000 if we open to staking. We would put these funds in the following distribution, and obviously this would be for the first year of running the app. It would be to make that happen, and well, that's how we would distribute it.
So this is our team. I'm Julia Delano. I'm in charge of the market research.
I'm Ismail. I'm in charge of operations. I'm Federico. I'm specialized in understanding customer behavior.
And Jose, and I'm a programmer.
I'm Nick, and well, I am the creative mind and product developer.
I'm Selena, and I am part of the organization and management team.
So how we win? So how we win is by triggering emotion in our customers and really creating a relationship between the customer and Dreamo. And this creates loyal customers, right? But furthermore, the scalability of this project is really big because right now we're targeting people from, let's say, 30 to 60 years old because they have the money to pay for premium subscribers, right? And the truth is that you can really have a big potential with younger people as well. And well, the scalability is immense, right? You can target people that would like to do extreme sports. You just have to find a way to really retain
younger customers because they tend to get into an app and then leave. So if you can find a strategy to retain younger customers, the scalability is insane. So thank you.
Congratulations. This is the target to be young or young?
Alright, so I don't know.
Yeah, 45.
So right now our target is more the older people because they're able to afford the app already and all these activities they want to achieve. And also we were thinking, all these people are realizing now, oh, maybe I want to go skydiving, but I've never found the time, I've never found the motivation to do it. And now with our app, we're making it easier for them to find these providers and to push them to do so. And at the same time, once we reach the target audience of the age group between 35 to 55, we can target
35 to 55.
That's our main target group.
And you know, this is kind of, I mean, it's a big range of the.
But also people in the middle.
Mike. Please. Thanks.
So the main target is people that already have a job, right? People that are in the middle of their lives and are busy every day and put the things that they really want to do as well as their job towards the side because they're too busy. And those are the people we're targeting because they have money, they're in jobs, and they are realizing that, oh, I don't make time for the things I want to do apart from my job and my family, right? But they've always had a dream to go skydiving, or they've always had a dream to learn how to play the
A lot
guitar.
of people, senior people, because they have money, they have spare time, and they want to do things.
Exactly. That's why the target would be people in their mid to like later life, obviously, I guess. Maybe. So like 30 to 60 is like a big, broad audience. However,
it also will be sometimes it is too late.
Would you like to say more than that?
It's never too late. You should go from 35 and over would make sense. So if you're saying, why not when you're 60, you can go to the
I think it's more of an anti-spirit, right?
Yeah.
Basically, just do it.
But when you put the average between 35 and 50, it's kind of making like after 50 years of time.
Yeah, so our main target audience is mid-range. However, we are not excluding at all younger people or senior people. That's not what we're excluding. We're just
When I saw the marketing plan, we spoke about social media and say, okay, I want to know which are the target, because we talk about Instagram and blah, 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 perhaps it's TikTok and perhaps it's, okay, you know, then don't, the target audience.
Yeah.
What is marketplace? Can you show me like highlights of that? This marketplace you're talking about?
What final items on the marketplace?
The definition of the market is, you don't know what the market is?
Yes, I know that.
No more than 30 seconds.
You already know that maybe it could be an activity, more extreme sports like bungee jumping, skydiving, could be writing a book, learning to play an instrument, learning how to use Excel, any activity basically.
Do we have
No, because it's very personal.
Can you go to, it doesn't matter. So we surveyed our participants. Basically what we found was most people have extreme sports, arts, and one more on their list. It's on the slide, but I'm traveling on our list.
Yeah.
Please, in the back.
Also, there is a new rule, which if starts clapping, your time is over, right?
Next.
It might help to make one clap when we have 1 minute left.
Can you imagine countries such as Spain, Italy, France, trying to compete with giants such as the US or China like the world? I'm sure you can, because, and that's the reason why it was created, to enforce that cooperation with the product, with the bring countries to compete with the rest. And that's what we want. We believe that local commerce is the axis of our society. We cannot function of that, and we usually cannot be able to. That's our problem. The amount of global commodities in Spain has increased by 14% the last decade. That's mainly, as we have investigated, because customers do not know what they have to buy. Due to the proliferation of new technologies, we need to provide everything. So the customer is losing the habit to go outside and ask, and look for, and investigate. Also, 73% of Spanish customers consider business ethics and sustainability when buying as an important factor and a differentiation for companies. Therefore, we're looking in this sector to import local commerce. We have current solutions to prevent application to have not worked really well, mainly because they are focusing on a really specific market segment. For example, capital is only focusing on feminism, small is only focusing on Barcelona, on local commerce in Barcelona, trying to bring that product to the houses. And slow fashion and ethical time is only focusing on retail business. Therefore, our solution is very different. What can you do with our solution? You can have a localization program where you can look, where you can search what can you got nearby, and making it important with feminism, proximity products, and sustainable practices. Giving, as you can see here, in every company, these kind of distinctions for whether their performance is incentives. What's our ideology? As I said, we're really focusing on sustainability, and we're raising countries for that. Therefore, we think that feminism is also a really important practice, not only regarding food, but also regarding clothing, regarding many sectors that are working with products with animals and not being involved in any part of the chain. Also, proximity products, not only because of the locals nearby, but because they are working on a national product. Starting point, we believe that the main differentiation aspect will come through in the next years is our electric cars, electric motor products. We will situate any charging point for you to know where are they. Also, if you are interested in all this, if you are interested in all kind of market, you can personalize your view so that you can only be shown what you really like. Therefore, what's our business plan? We want a multi-subscription for currencies, but they will be shown after. Therefore, we thought of a really low price, which is kind of insignificant. It's €7, it can be $3 just like having one client. And therefore we looked, and Barcelona has more than 60K currencies who would be our target client. Therefore, we planned 4 different phases. The first one would be a pilot in a certain neighborhood, which will give you have a lot of potential, which is Syria, as they have not lost at all the essence of the local commerce and community. The second phase would be to expand to the whole Barcelona and to try to implement this on a larger scale. On phase 3, we will be offering a larger number of services according to the demand we receive for our clients. And on phase 4, we will be working with complementary which is available on our app. Finally, how are we going to fund this? We've calculated we need around 120 and according to the agency, the most of it will go to app development, which is around 5K, and the rest to personal marketing and some electronics we couldn't give it. Last but not least, this is our team. This is Margaret, this is Salomino, this is Edward, and myself, and Antonio. Thank you for the pleasure to give this presentation, and we will be this last
because it's the one presentation that made it to 5 minutes. And my question is, you have the 3 shields, right? That you put vegan, which one? Yeah. So when you choose the proximity commercial store, do they have to be vegan and sustainable, or they don't have to be?
Our main target are obviously companies who follow this path, but of course we're open to any kind of commerce, so that we will not replace with these marks those who follow these requirements. But obviously you can be here if your store does not accomplish with all these requirements.
Things why then we're making exclusive and also inclusive with like different, if it has to be vegan or not vegan or whatever. Why does it matter? In that case, if you're going to put other businesses that are not vegan, why does it matter?
Because we feel that it's important to enforce a bit that kind of commerce that is fighting for sustainability and fighting for a better world. And as the main objective of this app is to make a better community, I think we could enforce it from any other aspect.
Okay.
Thank you. It was a very interesting presentation. I have several questions for you. One of them is, what is your difference between the kind of competitors, and have you checked the competitors, similar apps?
Regarding competitors, we believe that all these, as we've said before, are focused on a certain target. For example, as I said, Habitat just focused on parenting, as she told us. And others are, as I said, that they're focusing on a certain type of market. And we would like to expand to everything. We would like to have an app where you can look what kind of commerce have you got nearby. And you can say, okay, I want to get some fruit. You can go and get some fruit for the best story that you have. But not only that, but when you're going to spend some days outside in a foreign country, you can also look what do you have. What kind of stores are the one side interested most?
Yeah. So there's those zero waste out today. It sounds pretty much the same for me. Just go check, like it could be good resource, and a lot of times I think it's better to collaborate than start something from zero that already semi-exists. And another one is when people think about shopping, generally they don't think about, I need to go shopping, so what can I buy? They think about something and then they go find how to get that thing. So I would recommend, and I think, I don't know if you thought about it, but we have to pick a niche. What kind of shops? So is it clothes, is it food? You have to start from somewhere, and you have to define a specific target or people to think about something and then come to you.
Last 5 seconds. You got 4 segments. These apps work on its own, but you can know everything you have on your own town just with one app. So we try to make this in one app so you can know whatever you have nearby and buy whatever you need.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get back to the seats, please. It's my attention, please, please. Thank you. Let's get back.
Right. How many of you have returned an online purchase in the past year? Okay, so for any online shop, the return problem is something we need to solve. Not only because we would be saving hundreds of dollars, but because we will be also reducing our ecological footprint. 30% of all sold clothes in Spain are returned. This means we have an issue with sizing and representation. Customers don't know for sure how a piece of clothing will fit, no matter how well the size charting is explained. For small and medium retail fashion, this is a higher cost. So, we have created at first to solve this issue of fitting in the first try.
Okay, so what is the first? The first is a software that takes your main body measurements and it makes you choose between some body shapes and asks you about your specific morphology, and then it can make a prediction showing you which is exactly your size for any brand. Also, apart from this, it shows you an avatar in order that you can visualize your clothing fitting with your own favorite body. So, with our software, you just need to create your avatar once, and then you can export it to any brand you show. It will give an accurate prediction of your size and see that exact clothes, how they fit in your virtual body with your measurements. So, besides, online shoppers will be able to make combinations of clothes from the same brand in order to try not just one look, but an entire outfit and combine it and see if it fits well to their body. By this way, we will increase the median purchase ticket of the customer.
Also, these avatars can be shared online and shared as stickers or gifts, and you can use avatars from family and friends to shop for others in a more accurate way.
So our business model will be basically B2B, as we are offering a software as a service. And it will consist first on targeting small and medium companies in Spain, offering them first a 3-month trial in order to make them see how with our service the sales will increase and they will save in returns. And then when they see that it works, we will get a 3% commission fee of all the sales they do using our size prediction and the avatar. Then, how to go to market? We have observed that. Okay, so yeah, we will target first Spanish small and medium companies, and we will contact them with commercials that would investigate how is their e-commerce. Also, we have email marketing strategy, and then we create our landing page for being grateful for all these consumers. Regarding to competitors, we have observed that this problem, the return problem, is not entirely solved, as they are not showing this visual approach that is like our avatar that we consider is our competitive advantage. And we think that showing this avatar in order to combine clothes is a key thing for success and not returning clothes.
And being a multidisciplinary team, we could approach this challenge in different perspectives and points of view. We are 2 programmers, 2 entrepreneurs, and a designer.
Yeah. About the market growth,
realized that e-commerce in the fashion industry is a millionaire market, and it is expected to grow. With situations like COVID and as a tendency, online shopping is something that is expected to grow a lot. So it's a trend that we should attack. And about funding, we have analyzed that we will need 120k euros funding in order to get this project running and started. And what should we bring? Because we think that this is the future of the fashion industry, and besides, it's an industry that we know that pollutes a lot. So if we can say in return, that would be a very sustainable way to contribute. So thanks for your attention.
Maybe I want to bring the cutest project, cutest avatar. Really nice. I think the problem you are addressing is real. I, as an online shopper, clothes, I am always doubting it. So there is this problem that I don't know how you would solve. So when I'm buying clothes, I don't know the cut. You know, there are sizes, but every brand, inside of every brand, SMA does not always mean certain sizes. So how do you measure the clothes exactly? Show me how it exactly fit on me.
We renderize all the clothes first for that small and medium enterprises, because they don't have the potential of that technology to do it at first. But our idea is that this is the future, and they will invest more for that and use that avatar.
Yeah, once you have these clothes renderized, you can see it in your avatar, and as this avatar has your exact model measurements, you can see if this cloth, if this size actually fits in your body.
But does your avatar know exactly the sizes of the clothes? Does it know how long is the trouser's leg? Do you know that? Tell me, how do you fit on me? And how do you know it? So will you be buying all these clothes and taking it in your warehouse?
No, because we partner with the clinics. So they give us like the clothes measurements so that we can render them, as my mate said. And by doing that, and thanks to the avatar, we can show you how it is going to fit. So for example, I don't really know my measurements, but if it is like 40 centimeters and they recommend me an M, then in the avatar, the sweater will be tagged. So I will see that the sweater will go tagged to me.
But also, like if you say you're looking for businesses and they are multi-brand, how are you going to work all the brands that they work with?
Because, so if you say the problem, if they are multi-brand, how we are going to...
How do you know all the brands they work with? The different sizes. She said like an S in Zara is not an S in Nike or Adidas or an S in other brands. So they're different measurements. So how do you work with multi-brand in small businesses? Because they are not only one brand.
Because we, like, if you are a small business that you sell like different brands, you have to, well, you listen to me now? Yeah, better. Thank you. So if you work with different brands, you have like a product, so you know the measurement, the sizes. So it would be even more ideal because with this product, what we want, or with this software, but we also want to allow the customer is to not buying t-shirt, for example, but an outfit. So it's not one piece of clothes, but a full outfit, meaning that the ticket price, like the real ticket, increases.
Okay, last question. I think how is it going to be competitive with the AR solutions? I mean, like Nike is using AR solutions to measure your fit. You know that? So, you think you're going to be more competitive than, when your AR solution is going to be like really in our rights?
About 30 seconds. Our competitor use so much like that, and they don't use visual as a software. This is a thing that differentiates our startup with the other companies.
Thank you.
Let's get back to our seats, please. Attention, attention.
Hello everyone, dear judges, good afternoon. Have you ever been into a situation where you see a chair, a table, a lamp, and you love it, but you don't know where to get it, where to buy it? You think that it would fit perfectly in your living room, but you don't know where is it from. So we saw a problem. We saw a lack of knowing where some products, decorational products or furniture, where we can buy them. So we created a solution. As you can see, we create an application consisting on a scanner where you see an object that you don't know where to buy it, you scan it, and our application gives us the place where you can buy it, the price, and some alternative furniture or products where you can combine them. So, now, the question, the famous question, the money. How are we going to get money? So, we're providing an affiliate marketing. We will get commission of between 2 or 4% from every product that is sold. A consumer will buy a product throughout our application and we're directed to the official website. So, the strategy. We will do previous contract with potential brands and we will do an initial amazing campaign with influencers and interior designers.
So, after we have done market research, we have found that 4.2% is the annual growth of this industry, the furniture industry. Then, taking into consideration the $7 billion spent in 2021 in this industry, adding the median cost per family of more than 1,000 euros. This is an increasing tendency of the sector. So, what makes us different from our main competitors? We all know Google Lens or Amazon Recognition, and I think most of you have used Google Lens and didn't bring you what you were looking for. That's right?
Yes.
So, our main difference could be, our main difference is the possibility that we're bringing to recognize this product and the information art and the connection with the official place where to buy it. So we're creating a platform, a closed platform, where you can find unknown products, save them, and connect it where you can buy them. Our goals, our short-term goals, will be the creation of a good recognition technology. Our long-term goals, we would face them creating a community building that will be the consequence of the user-generated content. Let's talk about how we will make it and in which way we will distribute our funds. So, after an exhaustive search, we've decided that our main seed to create this project would be 175K.
distributed the following way. In a big marketing campaign, the 60% of it, the 30% in the software and the technology, and the 10% in the administration costs.
So let me tell you an example before ending. Do you guys know what is Shazam? You hear a song, and I hear a song, and I want to know right now what's the name of this song. So our idea is the same, but with furniture or with objects. I see this, and I want to know right now where can I buy this chair. So this is our team: 3 entrepreneurs, 1 programmer, and 1 designer. And we are here to show you our revolutionary business idea. Thank you very much.
And my question is, why should a company give you the right to sell their product when they already sell the product in Google and Amazon? What's the difference? Because prices is here, and I think you should not be on Google or Amazon.
You mean in Google Lens or Amazon Lens, right?
Why, like, if I take a picture and now this is going to show me in Google?
Okay, you have to think of how is the user behavior. Basically, the user is really lazy, and I have to ask you something. Do you use it?
Do I use it?
Yeah, the Google Lens system.
No.
Yeah, that's why. Because you're lazy and you don't do much for everything.
The thing is, I don't use Shazam either. And the thing is, if I was a Google user, or if I'm lazy and I don't use Google, why do I download an app which is not Google? Who's going to take me find into thing? I'm more lazy about that than using Google, right?
Yeah, that's a big step, but the difference is that you have to do that one time, and with the Google Lens, you have to do it every time. You have to upload your image through the internet, right? But every time you gotta take a photo to Google Lens.
So you take a photo and that appears.
Yeah, you open that and you can take.
And then the second thing is, once I know what's the name of the product and everything, what takes me from not going somewhere else and searching for that product and compare prices?
Sorry?
Can you tell me what's the name of that chair, which I need to know? I use you to know the name of the chair, and then I put it on Amazon, I see the price that you offer to me, I see the price that everybody else offers me, so you guarantee the best price.
I mean, yeah, it's...
Because you're charging 2 to 4%, which is kind of Amazon charges.
Yeah, you mean depending on the product, right?
Yeah.
So if there are there are different types if there are different offers of the same product, it is something that we have to take on. This is part of the bootstrapping system of providing different information.
Okay, yes, quick question. Can you tell me if this is similar or not to what is happening in the fashion industry with 21st buttons? What is the difference, or is it the same because there is a community? Well, you know, I suppose.
Yeah, so the unique value proposition and the main difference with 21 buttons is the technology we are applying that identifies where this product comes from through the camera. So basically, anywhere you go, you can go to a hotel, to I don't know, you may be in your friend's house, and you can identify where this product comes from at this exact moment. So it is the value we are adding to 21 buttons does, because in 21 buttons, you only have the content that has already been generated by other users.
Thank you.
Before we take you to the private room for decision making, I would like to thank you for your criticism. It's an exceptional. All of you added a unique value to it. We are honored to have you on board as juries. We value and thank you again for what you have done today. Thank you a lot.
Before you guys stand up, and because the organizers are always ones who are thanking, we think we guys, both the jury and the participants, should be thanking you guys for the organization, for the planning.
StartupTurbo right now. Tata, Paola, Nacho, quick to stage. Alex, the singer. Our participants, I think, come from the now. Could you give us an applause? Guys, we have finished 2.5 days. You've done outstanding. Now, the networking time until 7:30.